A truly gorgeous afternoon for baseball now from sunny AT&T Park in San Francisco. Today it's the third and final game in this three-game interleague series between the Oakland A's and the San Francisco Giants. The A's enter today's matchup with an 11-game winning streak on the line. They'll try to notch their 12th straight. Next, Madison Bumgarner gets the ball in Game 3 of the series. Dan, any thoughts?
An interesting stat about this guy. Coming into this game, right-handed hitters are hitting below 200 on the season for him as the starting pitcher. So he must be doing something right when he's facing the righties.
Danny Dero, this Giants team, as they begin play here this afternoon, they come in not exactly setting the world on fire as they've dropped 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matt, things haven't gone too well so far in this series, Dero. They're looking to avoid the sweep here in this one.
Yeah, they got to get off in the early innings. It's going to be monumental if they can push a few runs across and give this pitcher a chance to relax.
And here's a shot of the Athletics starting lineup for this one. Anybody catch your eye, Dan?
Well, Matt, I think the cleanup hitter might be the difference in this game. He's having a solid year. With runners in scoring position, he's hitting over 300. That's not outstanding or anything, but he's consistent, and that's what I love watching about this guy. His game is so consistent.
Standing in, Stephen Piscotty, and he'll be looking to snap out of it in this one. Not having much success at the plate over the last week and a half. Hit on the ground toward the left. Taken in by Longoria. And, oh, the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he'll reach it first. Here's Jed Lowry now. First at bat for him as he enters play third in the American League batting race. First pitch of the at-bat. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. And set up working the plate is Matthew Ross as you see the rest of the umpiring crew there.
Hey, Dero, this is a pitcher's best friend, Matthew Ross. Very wide strike zone.
Yeah, no excuses from the offense today. You know coming in when you see the lineup card and Matt Ross is behind the dish, you better be aggressive.
And that's in there. Base hit.
Batting fourth, first baseman,
Stepping into the box, Matt Chapman. And he's a guy who's been absolutely terrific over the last couple of series. Really swinging it well. From the stretch. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball.
Yeah, you attack the zone and get a swing and a miss that late on your first pitch fastball. Good chance he's coming right back with the same thing.
The 0-1. Nope. And there's ball 1.
You know he wants that on the mound, especially if it would have made the count 0-2. Didn't get it, though, so now you have to make another quality pitch on 1-1.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. The 2-1 is taken for strike 2.
We're seeing quite a few pitches up from him right now, and that can obviously be dangerous. A cold strike there, but he might need to lower his sights a little bit.
Working for the punch out and the offering. Still even at 2-2. Another 2-2 offering. And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
You can bet these hitters are taking note of what the guy on the hill is working with. A long at bat like this in the first inning can reveal a lot.
Now the payoff pitch home. Popped him up. Panic has a play. 2 gone. Digging in, Chris Davis. Coming into this one, his season home run total tops in the American League. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. No balls and 1 strike. Piscotty at second. Lowry on at first with 2 down. fastball runs off the outside. It's 1-1. Lifetime numbers against Bumgarner. He's just 2 for 9. Davis waits on the 1-1. Hot shot on the ground to short, and that's through. A base hit. Now a long throw to third, and this will not be in time as he's into third base safely. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
Center fielder, Harrison Bader.
Stepping in, Harrison Bader, and Oakland with an opportunity for more damage here in the first. Hoping to limit the damage. Here's the pitch. Starts him with a good rising fastball there for strike 1.
Hey, he finds himself in a tough situation early, and he's going to execute a pitch to get out of it. But if he does, it'll build confidence, and he starts rolling as the later innings start happening.
And a curveball. This one clocked at 78, and it's 0-2.
You know, this isn't a ballpark that yields a lot of runs, so when you've got a chance like this to put some early runs on the board, it becomes really important to do so.
Here it comes, 0-2. Just a bit high that time as he misses for a ball. Hit sharply on the ground to the left. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. 2 hits lead to a run here for Oakland. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. It's the A's 1 and the Giants coming up. You're watching Major League Baseball. Andrew Triggs gets the starting nod for the A's in this one. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, this guy's had a real solid season up to this point. ERA under 3.5, which is saying something in these high-scoring games we see now in the game of baseball. This guy knows how to pitch, and if he's on, he knows how to minimize the damage. He'll be fun to watch in this one.
And with that, a look at Bruce Bochy's lineup card for the Giants. Thoughts, Dan? Who stands out?
Well, I'll tell you, Joe Panik is someone I'm excited to see. He leads the team in on-base percentage, and we all know that's become a highly valued stat in today's game. He makes things happen for his offense, and a lot of times, when he's going good, the lineup is too.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1. Former MVP waiting on deck in the form of Buster Posey, and he gets under this one as the ball is skied into very shallow right. And Lowry will put this away for out number 2. Here's Buster Posey now. No one aboard for him, and 2 gone here in the first. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Another slow breaking ball that misses down low. A high fastball is in there. 2 out, nobody on. Swing and a ground ball to third. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. So they breeze through this half of the inning. Settling in now, Ehire Adrianza. He'll get us started in the top of the second. In there, and it's 0-1. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2. Hit back up the middle, and that's through for a hit. So a good start to the inning for the A's as their leadoff hitter reaches base safely.
He had him on the ropes, right? Leverage, 2 strikes against the batter. He's going to have to put that in the memory bank, because that guy made a nice 2-strike approach right there. Made a nice 2-strike adjustment.
First pitch of the at-bat. And that one stayed up a little high. Leone, a former Red Sox. He came here by way of trade earlier this year.
I know he'd tell you he'd like to be playing a little bit better, but I think it's as advertised for this ball club right now. I think the manager is getting exactly what they expected.
McCutchen is under it. He's got it one away.
Okay, here's how San Francisco lines up defensively. Let's take a look at first baseman Brandon Belt, nicknamed Baby Giraffe for obvious reasons. This guy has got big-time pop, short swing to the baseball. Also, very sure-handed defender. One of the best in the game at picking balls over at first and manipulating that bag for his infield.
Flip to the second baseman covering now for the out.
Up next,
Digging in for his second at-bat, Marcus Semien. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Here's the first pitch to him. And he fouls this one off. Bumgarner ready with the 0-1. And he powers to cut fastball by him that time, and he's in charge now, 0-2.
Get the chainsaw out today, boys. If he's going to throw back-to-back cutters like that, we are going to have some guys getting some wood.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that. Now the Giants' number 4 batter, Brandon Belt. And as you can see, he's had some troubles here in his own ballpark. It's something he'll look to improve upon in this one. No balls and a strike to count. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Oh, he thanks his lucky stars right there, getting away with that hanger. I cannot believe he didn't pull the trigger on that pitch.
And he just misses with a curveball. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
All right, guys, so here's how the Oakland A's are lining up on defense for this one. And let's take a look at outfielder Stephen Piscotty. Stanford grad, so you know he's got the smarts and the baseball acumen to get it done out there. Big middle of the order bat, big time arm from right field as well.
Striding in, Andrew McCutchen. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Line toward right center. And the Giants are officially into the hit column. There's their first base hit.
That's the game plan right there. Elevate the sinker from the offensive standpoint. That's what they talked about in the hitters meeting. And on the flip side, if the pitcher doesn't get that pitch down, there's going to be a call to the pen shortly.
In is the third baseman, Evan Longoria. As he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. And he misses with it, 1-1.
A lot of righty pitchers will throw that two-seamer to right-handed hitters to try to jam the guy or even make some firewood. He got it in there, but that was a good take to lay off and take the ball.
I think the whole ballpark knew he was going to go with the sinker right there to his double play. The only problem is he can't guarantee it's going to be hit right at one of his infielders. Tough luck.
And he gets ahead 0-1.
Hey, I'm a little shocked right there. Double play situation. He doesn't go with the sinker. He goes with the ordinary.
Just a sec now as that ball finds its way into the outfield. A base hit. And a good throw is going to hold that runner at third. So they're loaded now with only 1 away.
Well, this looked like it could have been a quick inning, get the first out, and then boom, 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 3 singles. All of a sudden, they're loaded with 1 out.
Yeah, this is execution at its best right here. 1 out. He's still got double play in order. If he can make a pitch, he can get out of it. If he doesn't, crooked number goes up.
Behind 0-2 now. Line towards center field. Oh, he couldn't make the play. And the tying run is in to score from third. And they'll put the brakes on the runner at third, so the bases will remain loaded here with still only 1 away. Now to the plate, the pitcher, Madison Bumgarner. And a golden opportunity here to give his guys the lead with 3 men aboard. Might be a little worried about a squeeze play. Corner infielders get the signal here to move in with less than 2 outs. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Takes a knee-high fastball. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Would have been a grand slam. Instead, it's a foul ball. Here's a fly ball, well hit. Bader giving chase. And the play is made, but this should be good enough for an RBI as the runner from third tags up. And that'll bring home the runner from third to make this a 2-1 ball game. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Austin Jackson. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless. And a big pass at a slider that gets past him.
Trying to do way too much up there for what I can tell. He knows that's a big run standing there at third, but that swing was way out of control. You still have to stay within yourself and look for your pitch.
And Jackson's not offering at that one, and it'll knock things up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. And a big strikeout there. They'll leave a couple of runners on base, and after a good start to the inning, they can't capitalize any further. The sights and sounds of a day at the ballpark. Oh my goodness. More to come on the show Sunday. Back with you from San Francisco and the home of the Giants, AT&T Park. Glad to have you with us in the early goings of this one. Outfielder Stephen Piscotty the next to hit. 0 for 1 with a run scored thus far. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Nope.
And too high with the cut fastball. It's 1-0 now.
Come on. What game are you watching, huh?
There's a swing and a high drive into left center field. Field going back on it into the bleachers and gone. It's a solo shot here for Stephen Piscotty. Home run number 9 on the year as the A's have fought back to make this a 2-2 ball game.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in a game.
Now batting.
Here's Jed Lowry now.
Jed Lowry.
Popped him up. Belt in foul ground. Makes the play, 1 away. So 1 gone in the inning now, and it's time to check out the standings in the National League West as you take a look at where the Giants find themselves entering play here today. That ball's headed for the gap in left center. He's got a base hit, possibly more. Legs churning. He's headed for second. And he'll reach second now with 1 away.
The left fielder, number 2, Chris Davis.
Here's Chris Davis now, looking to follow up the RBI single from his first at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat. Late that time for a strike.
What a well-executed pitch right there. Just a little bit off the corner right there. Got a great hitter to go a little bit outside his zone.
Comes set and the 0-1. Ooh, good changeup, just missed inside. Davis, sometimes called Crush with a K and an H. He was selected in the 7th round back in the 2009 MLB draft.
Man, coming out of the late rounds, you have to grind for everything. Nothing is given to you. And this guy has turned himself into a very solid big league ball player. That's a big accomplishment.
Chapman leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And a fastball flew it right by him, and they're 2 down. Now at the plate, Harrison Bader. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. First delivery to him on the way. And this is taken outside for ball 1. Now the 1-0 is looked at for ball number 2. Now the 2-0. Line drive to center field. That's in there. Base hit. The run scores from second. It's a 3-2 ball game.
Boy, talking about picking your teammate up after that strikeout, D-Row. Big, and I mean big, 2-hard RBI single.
Yeah, way to come through for your team. When you take the donut off your bat right there, you're trying to pick up your teammate. He had the right game plan, didn't come outside it, stayed through the baseball, and was able to come through.
Stepping in now, Ehire Adrianza. As the first pitch here is a bit high, it's ball 1.
Well, even though these two teams are in different leagues, they do play each other every year because of the crosstown rivalry, and it's always pretty fun.
Yeah, and for the players, Matt, they love it. Not only is there more on the line than usual, like bragging rights, but they're not having to stay at hotels and all that. It's just like a normal home game where they're driving to a different ballpark.
1-1, here it is. Big curveball right down the middle for strike number 2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. A runner on first with 2 away. Now we'll step off and fire to the bag. Back in standing.
Come on now, let's go.
Here now the 2-2 is laid off and the count runs full.
Well, this has been a good at bat. He's now worked the count full to 3-2. It allows the runner on first to be on the move with 2 away.
The 3-2 pitch is swung on and missed. He got him. Coming to the plate now, Joe Panic. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Second baseman.
Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1. Ball 2. Hit to short. Adrianza takes it in. Throws in time, and that's out number 1. So 1 gone in the inning now, and it's time for a look at the standings in the AL West. You just see where the A's find themselves entering play here today. One away now. Here's the catcher, Buster Posey. Here comes the first pitch. And a neck-high fastball that time. And that one stayed too low, apparently. Third inning, already a 3-2 ball game. And a sinker is over that time. It's back to 2-1. Hit in the air down the right field line. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. The 2-2 will not catch the zone. Ball 3. On deck, the left-handed hitting Brandon Belt. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. Grounded to third. Throw in time at first for out number 2. So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and standing in now the left-handed hitting first baseman Brandon Belt. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch, and he takes a cold strike. 0-1.
Yeah, I'm shocked he let that first pitch go right there. High fastball, but usually those ones travel the furthest.
1 ball and 1 strike to the Giants first baseman. Here's the 1-1 pitch. 1 ball and 2 strikes to count. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes.
Got him swinging. Made him chase outside the zone that time, and that puts an end to the inning.
Giants down in order. Still a 3-2 ball game. Digging in now, Sandy Leon. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A little bouncer. That rolls foul for strike one. Here's a weakly hit fly ball off to the left side.
He dives. Did he catch that? He did. What a play there for the first out.
So striding forward now, Andrew Triggs. He did his job and laid down a successful sac bunt in his first appearance. Laid off as it caught the inside corner. A ball and a strike to the A's pitcher. We're in the fourth. 3-2 is our score. They're 1-2 now. Trying to pick up that outside corner, but this misses, and it's back to even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Heading out towards shallow right. McCutchen is going to get there. 2 down.
Now batting.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Marcus Semien. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game. 3 runs, 6 hits, and no errors in the ball game for the A's so far. High in the air out to center field. Jackson giving chase. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Here's Andrew McCutchen now.
Leading off the Giants' horn.
First pitch on its way.
Andrew McCutchen.
A tough sinker on the inside corner. Tough pitch to lay off. The slider stays high for ball 1. Tough slider that just catches the corner for a strike.
He might want that pitch back up and away. That's a pitch you can really drive if you have the right approach towards that opposite field gap.
Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Hit the other way out toward right field. Piscotty's there for it, and that's the first out of the inning. So 1 away here with the bases empty, and standing in here is the very dangerous third baseman Evan Longoria. That softly hit to right. Will that get down? And Lowry will put this away for out number 2. Ready for another chance. Johnny Field. He reached on a single in his first try, and a step off. First delivery to him on the way. Now a flare out to left center. And that'll get down for a base hit. So instead of leading off the following inning, Brandon Crawford bats here after the 2-out hit.
Kind of looked like he had gotten his bearings there. Dan was going to have a 1-2-3 inning, but not the case, giving up that late 2-out knock.
Boy, this lineup is so deep. 1 through 9, they could put a hurting on you. They're making him work, and he's given up a lot of base hits so far in this one. So far, this has not been an easy one for this pitcher.
Now a foul tip that's held onto at the plate, and the count moves to 1-2 now. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now.
Even though that wasn't a fastball, it's never fun.
Looking at a fastball to end the inning. Giants leave 1. They're down 3-2. Outfielder Stephen Piscotty the next to hit. He'll start off the 5th in this one. First pitch coming. Here it is. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. 0-2 once more. Is taken for ball one.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Back middle. That's through, and he's now 2 for 3 in this one. So the leadoff man reaches in their half of the 5th.
Nice execution right there. Ball was down below the knees. He stayed through it and was able to drive it for a base hit.
He's set. Here it comes. And that one just missed outside. The 1-0. And he connects with it. This one's hit deep out to left center field. Gone! So a 2-run shot to left center. 6th home run on the season for him. And just like that, it's now a 5-2 ball game.
Well, this game is definitely out of the norm from this guy. I mean, his ERA is in the 2s, and they're just hammering him all over the yard. That earned run average will be on the rise after this one.
So that brings up the always intense Matt Chapman. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ball game. That's inside. 2-0.
And this is why he's struggling right here. He's not able to pound the strike zone early in the count. These guys are finding themselves in serious count leverage situations, and good hitters aren't going to miss.
The 2-1. And here's a ball in the air now, carrying a bit out toward right center. The catch is made out there by McCutchen, and that's the first out.
The left fielder, number 2.
Now batting, Chris Davis. He went down on strikes last time up. Here comes the first pitch. Fouled off. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. 5 runs, 8 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the A's so far. Struck him out, so he's set down on strikes for the 2nd time today. At the plate, Harrison Bader, 1 for 2 in the ballgame thus far. Here's the first pitch to him. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. And he pulled up in time, but it's a called strike 2.
This is what makes him so dangerous as a pitcher. 5 weapons that he can go to, and he's working ahead in the count. This is a tough matchup.
Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2. Popped him up. Panic over to his right, and that ends the inning. Kelby Tomlinson will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 37, Kelby Tomlinson.
The numbers for him certainly look good. He's at 327, still without a home run, and 7 driven in. Got him to go after that one, and he's in a quick hold. 0-2.
These are huge innings for a team's morale. The pitcher wants to go out and throw that shutdown inning up and get the boys back swinging the bats again with a chance to capitalize and even extend this current lead.
And it looks now like a right-hander's getting hot in the Giants bullpen. And a slider. Oh, got a favorable call on that one, as that's the first out of the inning. So the bases are empty with 1 man gone. And we'll go back to the top of the order now for Austin Jackson. And he starts him out with a strike on the outer half. We're in the 5th inning here. 5-2 is our score. Sent on the ground out to second. And this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single. Here's Joe Panic. 0 for 2 with a fly ball and a ground out on his line to this point. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Jackson leads off first with 1 away. Right there, and it's quickly 0-2 now. Lifted down the line in left. And this will fall, but it's a foul ball. Swing and a miss on the breaking pitch. 2 away.
Pretty textbook breaking ball for the punch out right there. Got it to bend a lot, and by the time it got there, it had fallen completely out of the zone. Not much you can do with that pitch.
Here's Buster Posey now, as the sinker to him finds the zone for strike 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Grounded to the right. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Number 9.
Take a look at this right here. He didn't get jumpy and try and pull it down the left field line. Stayed in there, fought hard, and grinded out a nice knock the other way.
No hits to this point. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
He certainly hasn't been the aggressor in this at bat. 2 straight takes, so now we'll see if he can change his approach and battle up.
And that one got a piece of him. So in now for San Francisco, Andrew McCutchen. His line includes a single and a fly ball in 2 at-bats thus far. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. 1-1 to Andrew McCutchen. 2 out, bases loaded. In the air to straightaway center field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Giants leave them loaded. Corey Guerin takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
Number 1. Corey Guerin.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. And splash down. It's into McCovey Cove.
Well, the skipper called on him for a reason, and I can guarantee you one thing. That was not what he had in mind. First pitch, and it was out of here. That's a rough way to start your day at the office as a reliever.
The batter, catcher.
In now, Sandy Leon. He swings and grounds it to short. That's through, and he's got his first base hit. He's 1 for 3.
Dan, I'll tell you, it doesn't matter what it looks like right there. That lawn dart felt so good.
Oh, Dero, this guy's been due. He really needed that one.
Andrew Benintendi come on to pinch hit now with a runner at first and nobody out. He'll start this one at 269. 7 homers and 25 driven in. Slow roller back to the mound. 1 there, but no real shot at 2 as he's safe easily at first. Stepping in, Marcus Semien. He's 0 for 3 so far, so he hasn't done much to help at the top of the lineup. First things first, here's the throw over, but the runner's back easily. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Line towards center field, but sadly for him, this will head straight to the center fielder as he puts it away without much trouble for the 2nd out. Stephen Piscotty will stride in again, and before he takes his cuts here, let's flash you back to the 3rd inning. This was just a solo shot, but it definitely helped get this offense going. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1. Benintendi is off at first with 2 away. Swing and a miss. Little too anxious there. 1-1. Up high. 2-1 now.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Takes this the other way to right. That gets down, and the inning continues. And that runner will go no further than second, as there are 2 aboard now.
The batter, number 8.
Yeah, that hard hit single right there. That's clean. 3 for 4. He's looking locked in.
Jed Lowry will stand in again as we flash you back to the middle innings here. This was a big blow, a 2-run home run that really got his guys going. Took a wave at one around the shins with no luck. This is in the air out to left field. Field is there. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. The A's add on to their lead with the solo home run. On to the bottom of the 6th. It's the A's. Emilio Pagan enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th.
Number 15.
Leading off the inning, Evan Longoria, and they'll need him to get something going here.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now. And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
That's what you call clipping the outside corner. Great movement on that slider, and it completely locked up the hitter. Didn't fool the umpire, though.
Swung on and missed. It's 0-1. Fastball called for strike 2. 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. Popped him up. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the 2nd out.
The shortstop, number 35.
Here's the shortstop, Brandon Crawford. A hit in 2 tries so far. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. And a neck-high fastball that time. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Ball and 2 strikes now.
I got to count 1 and 2.
Here's another 1-2. Oh, a fastball swung on and missed, and for the 2nd time today, he's gone on strikes. And now Boch is going to make his way out toward home plate, and it looks like we'll see a double swing.
Now pitching and batting in the 8th spot, number 54. Now
First offering on its way, and a fastball runs in a bit too close for comfort that time.
I don't know if he needs a few more warm-up pitches or he's just announcing his presence with authority. Either way, watch your face.
A ball and a strike to count to Matt Chapman. And here's a fastball, not close, as he runs it to 2-1 now. Heading out towards shallow right. Catch is made out there by McCutchen, and that's the first out. So coming to the plate, Chris Davis. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Here comes the first pitch. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. 1 out, nobody on. 2-0 the count to the A's left fielder.
Boy, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, you have to make sure it's up above the zone like that. He can't do a whole lot with that, but if it were a little lower, he can and will make you pay big time.
Too tight with that one. 3-0. Three and one to him now. The 3-1. And that misses as Davis will reach. It's ball 4. And that'll bring up the former top prospect, Harrison Bader. He's set and the pitch. Missed with a breaking ball.
I wonder if that call not going his way right there has anything to do with walking the last guy. We all know umpires don't give you much on the corners if you're not throwing strikes consistently.
And this one gets away. And that's going to move that runner into scoring position now.
Well, when a reliever comes in a game, he always wants to make a big impression, but I don't think uncorking a wild one was what he had in mind. Sometimes it takes a reliever a little bit of time to be comfortable on the mound out there, so we'll see if he can settle in.
I know it's a guessing game, but usually when you flip that coin, it better come up fastball at this level. You cannot be late right there. That was right in the wheelhouse.
Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you think you see that ball as a hitter.
Well, the left fielder's on it, and that retires the... Alan Hansen the next to bat. He's newly entered into the ball game, so this will be his first trip to the plate here in inning number 7.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Lifted in the air to shallow center field. Bader comes on now, and he has it 1 down. And now back to the leadoff spot for the Giants lineup. Stepping forward, Austin Jackson. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. No balls and 1 strike. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And a fastball just a bit up.
You know, Matty, I'm not surprised by that pitch. Raise the eye level a little bit. Maybe we get something bouncing in the third right here.
And Jackson's not offering at that one, and it'll knock things up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. And he got him. Here's Joe Panic, who could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. A fastball right down the middle for a strike.
You know, you look at this hitter, he doesn't care about being down 0-1. He doesn't care about having 2 strikes with him. He's got the utmost confidence in his ability to work back into the count and get him something over the heart of the plate.
He's set, and the 1-2 pitch. Fouled away. Looped out toward third, and that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Will Smith has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 48.
Sandy Leon. First pitch coming. Here it is. Missed with a slider. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
Now the 2-1 pitch is taken, ball 3.
been a great job so far by the 8-hole hitter. If he finds a way to get on base, this could spell for a huge inning.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. After it is McCutchen. 1 out.
Now batting, number 62.
Jonathan Lucroy will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 21, Jonathan Lucroy.
And a breaking ball runs in and gets him, and I doubt there was any intent behind that. Stepping up now, Marcus Semien. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And there's one he'd like to have over again. Missed high with the slider. Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. One and 0 pitch on the way. High in the air out to center field. Jackson is under it. And that's the second out of the inning. Outfielder Stephen Piscotty the next to hit. First pitch on its way. And it's fouled away. Lucroy, the runner at first with 2 gone. Reaches out for one and hits it on the ground to second. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Wilmer Font is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
57.
Ready now, Buster Posey. He'll have a new pitcher waiting for him as we begin their half of the 8th. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Just a bit high that time as he misses for a ball. From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. Too high. And it's 3-0.
Well, that's ball 3. The Giants right now are looking for base runners. They'd love to start this inning with the leadoff walk.
And this is taken here for ball 4. So the leadoff man's on base to kick off the home 8.
Number 9,
So they'll go to the bullpen now, and it'll be the left-hander here to face the upcoming left-handed batter.
number 41.
All right, all you're asking for as an offense is a chance. Well, your leadoff man has certainly done his part. He's gotten on base. You have to start clawing back into this game right now if you're going to find a way.
1-1 the count. The 1-1 from Segrist. Grounder down the line at third. And there's his first base hit in this one. And on the play, the runner moves into scoring position now at second.
Now batting.
Man, that swing looked like self-defense than a real quality swing. But, hey, he muscled it out there, and it was enough to get him safely to second. Those are the kind of hits that will drive you nuts as a pitcher.
Good swing. Just got to try and straighten that one out. Two quick strikes, and now the 0-2. And a fastball just a bit high. Runners at second and third here. Nobody out. And good take that time on a low breaking ball. 2-2 now. High in the air down the right field line. Piscotty sprinting after it. And he makes the catch in the corner. And he will get in to score. And it's a run batted in on the sacrifice fly. In is the third baseman, Evan Longoria. It was a backwards K, a strikeout looking for him in his last at-bat. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Pop high in the air. Semien is there for it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. Now at the plate, Johnny Field. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory. Now indication from the dugout that they'll issue the free pass, and with the pitcher on deck, that'll force their hand here with 2 gone.
Now batting, pitcher, Will.
Nick Hundley will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 5, Nick Hundley.
And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1 so far this season with runners in scoring position. Hundley has proven to be one of the best hitting pitchers around. Get this. Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. Giants will have to be content with just the 1. 9th inning coming up. Mark Melanson enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. First pitch coming. Here it is. Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Lowry will take the turn and hit for second. And he is into second base with a double. His 3rd hit this afternoon. Well, it's always daunting to know that you've got to deal with the 3, 4, 5 hitters to start out an inning, but even more so when the 3 hitter starts it out with a double.
Yeah, he's going to have to start making some good pitches to get out of this thing. Job number 1 is to get the next guy, and ideally you keep him from advancing the runner to third with less than 2 outs.
So that brings up the always intense Matt Chapman. And on the first pitch, he hits it in the air to right. McCutchen moves to his right and puts this one away in the alley for out number 1. Here's Chris Davis now. His career numbers against Melanson. Not a big sample size, 0 for 1. First pitch of the at-bat. A cold strike on the inside corner.
This is going to be an interesting at-bat. I think he has to be pitching for a strikeout here, so we'll see what kind of sequence he uses.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
He's had to be sitting out over that outer half of the plate. For him to take those first 2 pitches right there, finds himself 0-2. I'll be surprised if the pitcher doesn't go right back to that spot.
Count is 1-2 now. Lowry, the runner at second with 1 away. The 1-2 misses for the second ball. Here now the 2-2 is looked at and the count moves full. Harrison Bader is on deck. For short, hit hard. Henson right there on to first, and there were 2 down. Digging in, Harrison Bader. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he reaches out for one and may have chased it as this is skied into the air to straightaway center. Jackson is under it. Digging in, the switch hitter, Alan Henson, flied out in his first at-bat, so making 0 for 1 so far. Luke Powell is into the ballgame now as he'll take over out in left field. Now Blake Trinan comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the 9th.
Now pitching for the Athletics, number 39.
First delivery to him on the way. And he can't get out of the way of that one, so the leadoff man will be on to open the frame. Now back to the top of the lineup, stepping in, Austin Jackson. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. The 0-1 delivery. Tough one to lay off, called a strike. Trinan is exactly what you want out of a bullpen arm. It's a rare occasion that anyone squares him up. He doesn't give up a lot of hits, and when he does, they're almost always kept in the yard.
Matty V, there are 2 keys to being a good relief pitcher, and always remember these. 1, limit the base on balls. two, keep the ball in the ballpark. You can't defend a walk, and you can't defend a round tripper, and he does both.
Striding into the box, Joe Pennant. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out. No balls and a strike to count. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. A fastball right over the outside corner. 1 out and a runner on second base. Panic behind a ball and 2 strikes.
You know, in this situation, you almost have to pitch like there's no one on base. That run really doesn't mean anything with the lead they've got. The hitter is the guy that can turn this game on its head.
Very weakly on the ground. Popped him up. Chapman is over and he tucks it away for the 2nd out. Digging in, Buster Posey. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the 9th. 1-0 the count. Hit down the line at first, but a foul ball. 1-1. Henson stands at second with 2 gone. Last strike here for the Giants. In the air down the line in left. The catch is made, and the A's will add 1 more to their winning streak as this ball game is over.
Hey, I've given up trying to predict where this amazing streak's going to end, so I'm just going to congratulate them and say, well done.
6-3 the final score today. The Oakland A's led this game from the 3rd inning on and never wavered. Andrew Triggs earns win number 7 on the season. Blake Trinan wraps it up for the save, his 24th on the season. So that'll just about do it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com.
Here now is our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Athletics.